And so, okay, so yeah, we're gonna do the birth chart. I didn't even look it up. I didn't look at it. I don't like doing it until the bitch is right in front of me.
So I've been thinking, and I'm gonna like workshop this with you live because why not? So I've been wanting to do this like separate like mini series where specific people that I talk to on the podcast. I was thinking one episode I want to do like me talking to a therapist and like getting a session, doing like, and so like it's like, but I'm thinking of a name and like I'm working like Gio Gets like is the name, where it's like Gio Gets his birth chart read, Gio Gets therapy, and so like I don't know, like it's a working title. I'm not sure, so what might end up being posted is different than what it is. But yeah, so I've been thinking, and I figured this would be like the perfect way to do the like second part of the interview as that.
Dude, that would be hilarious. It's literally like Chicken Shop with that girl, or like anything. Like Jules from freaking Drag Race just did a thing, and she has like, or like even the one she's like a historian, but she's not, and she just like the Egyptians believed the greatest thing in life you could do was die.
Oh, Kunk or whatever.
Oh, I don't know.
What's her name? Kunk. Her last name is like,
literally no idea.
To anybody who hasn't watched or listened to the interview with you, which people can go check out on Spotify, YouTube, etc., why don't you introduce yourself a little bit before we get into everything?
Holy. Okay. Hey guys, it's Gordon. I am the founder of GQ Tarot. I'm a tarot reader and astrologer here in Windsor, Ontario, and I work out of Wolf and Rebel every Wednesday. You can catch me there from 12 to 4. Boom.
And what are we going to be doing today?
So today, So today I'm going to be reading your birth chart. So in astrology, there's so many different systems, and there's different house systems. So I use tropical whole sign. Okay. And the birth chart that we're doing today is your natal chart. And then so this is all of the positions of the planets and the stars and everything when you were born. And so there are some things that can tell the future, future predicaments, future situations. You just went through a Jupiter return. So that was last year at 36. That's about growth and expansion. Jupiter grows and expands even if we don't want it to. So depending on where it's at in your chart, depending on what sign, depending on what house, this is what really grew and expand.
I've like looked up my birth chart before, but like I don't know what any of it means.
Yeah, no, it's so much. It is so much. I was saying earlier about things being palatable, things being like tangible. Like it's like I need to be able to utilize this in such a way that it's going to make sense for my life, because it's like, oh my God, you got a Mercury trine Mars in retrograde. This is a dynamic. Like shut up. What the fuck does that mean? What does that mean? What are you talking about? The way that I do it, it's very emotions based. It's very more psychological, more philosophical. It is more, this is how it's going to affect you on a real human personal level. So the first house is the rising sign. It represents the self, the ego, the personality, and it's how the world sees us. It's the face that the world sees. And so for you, it's in Sagittarius. So there's this really big, grand outlook on life, very optimistic, glass half full type of energy. Pretty lucky too. It's ruled by Jupiter. Very big, very grand, shoots for the moon, land amongst the stars, and it's happy with that. And it goes for what it wants. Like it goes big or goes home, and it can manifest in ways where people who have Sagittarius rising are tall. You have Uranus in here, and Uranus is an area that we have to rebel against. There's something here that for the first house, it signifies that you have to rebel against the way that you were taught to act or express yourself or be. There's something within you that you need to let out, and it suggests that society told you it's inappropriate, or like maybe your parents or just whatever, that there's something against that you really have to rebel, and there's something that you want to say or express or be, and society's telling you to not do that. You have to rebel against that. We have to be a salmon. We have to swim upstream. We really have to go against the status quo and find our own footing and become our own person, especially in the way that we go about the world.
Okay, I can vibe with that.
So the second house is all about our security, our money. It's a lot of money in here. We can capitalize on this. We can turn it into business. It's what we have to utilize when it comes to money, our energy with money, the influence. So yours is in Capricorn, and Capricorn is the worker. It's the who doesn't play. It is, they come in and they up, but it's for business. This is hard work. This is, if I'm not sacrificing, then I'm not working. And that's a struggle that Capricorn has, is it shouldn't be sacrifice and sacrifice and sacrifice
Yeah.
and dead pushing yourself for it to be considered worthy of anyone's time, or for you to have any type of recognition for how much you are pushing. It doesn't need to be that. Like, you can work and work and work, but you cannot sacrifice yourself. And so that's a challenge that Capricorn has. For you, it's in the second house. So the way that you find security, the way that you find money, I mean, it's so generic, but it is going to be through hard work and dedication. It is going to be through a steadfast, step-by-step building, rather than just like overnight success. It is going to be something that does take time, and it does take hard work and effort on your part.
So what you're saying is basically the way that I will achieve that financial, next level, whatever, is through hard work. It's not like my vision of it is that it's right. Actually going to be.
It's going to be time and effort and dedication. And this is where we have a little fun time, because you have some things going on here. So you have Neptune, you have Saturn, and you also have part of fortune. And Uranus is pretty close to that cusp, even though it's still in the first house. But you still have some energy going on into the second house with that Uranus. So Saturn, this is the biggest lesson in life that we will ever have, and it usually is pretty big, and it can be positive, but it's very transformative, and it can be abrupt. And so for you, it's in the second house. So it suggests here that the biggest lesson in life that you will ever have is going to come around money, and it's going to come around security. And it also, because in Capricorn, it's going to be work. It's going to be a working element here, career element. But it makes a return every 30 years. So at 29-30, it made a return. So for you, there would have been a huge lesson in business and in your security when you turned 29 years old.
So when I was 28, I left my full-time career.
Your security.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, to start GIOGRAFIK.
See, because that's more fulfilling, that's more satisfactory, that's more aligned for the business that you want to do, rather than for someone else. There's something that you have to create and you want to show. And then so that's going to be a huge karmic lesson. And if you did not make that shift, you would have been in the same cycle. And then at 60 years old, you might have done something then. Good job, because
as you're saying this, I'm like, did I miss the window?
No, you did it.
So I was 30 in 2018.
So around 2017.
Yeah, that's when I started the business, and
so ding dong.
It was 2017.
Yeah, right around 2017, your Saturn return started.
Oh my god, on the money.
You said, I'm getting out of here and creating my own work, and that is where you really find your security, is through your own work. This is your path. So there's a couple other things. You got Neptune in here as well. Neptune can make us a little delusional, and the inner saboteur can be very loud. And it's saying here that you have to change your perspective on business. You have to change your relationship with money. It's saying your relationship with security does need to be changed as well. So it's something here that it can make us think that we need more than we actually do. And especially because it's in Capricorn, it's going to be about money. At the very least, I always need money in my account. I always need to be making money. I always need to be working. There's something where it's like, I always, and you don't. It's saying that you don't. It's saying that that's something that's going to be a really big struggle for you to get over, is having so much. And it's like, you don't always have to push this hard. You won't. And so
you are reading me to right now.
Yes, Neptune is crazy. Now, after the reverse side of this, if you've learned the lessons and you've put energy and time into working on yourself in that area, now this is something that is very empowering. And so it's like, there's something here where if before it was the inner saboteur telling you that you're nothing, telling you like, who do you think you are? Now it's being like, oh, I know who the fuck I am, and I'm going big. Like Neptune, delusional, but big. That's how you get places.
100%. I was like, so when we were doing the interview, on the podcast, the main show, I was like literally about to say delusional. I want to talk about delusion, and then we went in a different direction, but you're like you're pulling it out. It's exactly that. Yeah,
Neptune, it's crazy. And then so you have part of fortune here as well. And part of fortune is there's a huge fated encounter here, because it's also in Capricorn. It does suggest it has to do with business. And so there's a huge pot of gold, quite literally, on your path somewhere. You're going to be coming into a ton of money, or it's going to manifest itself because of the business that you have been creating and what you're manifesting within it. It's a structure that you are providing money the comfortability to say, oh, I want to go there. Because you have Neptune here as well, because you have Saturn here, huge lesson around money security and finding your own path, of creating your own business, not letting that inner saboteur get to you, because there is a jackpot waiting for, like, there's a jackpot in the potential that you have. And if you keep going, especially, yes, if you are creating something of your own, it will work out. Like, it's, if this is something that you are dedicating yourself to, if this is something that you are craving so bad, it's almost like a consequence. You will get it. It's like, at the end of the day, this is the thing that you have. You will get it. You will get it. As long as you keep, as long as you keep doing the work, as long as you keep believing in yourself, as long as you keep making efforts and steps toward the thing that you want, the goal that you were trying to achieve. Okay, so moving on to the third house. And so the third house, you don't have any planets in here, nothing's going crazy, but it's in Aquarius. And the third house is all about communication. It's all about our logical thinking mind. It is not the way we express, not how we express, but it's our ability to. So you don't have anything crazy going on in here, and that's the thing. When you don't have any planets in the houses, it just means that you have gone through trials and tribulations on different timelines, that you don't have challenges here. So for you, it suggests in the way that you think is very 5 years ahead, so innovative and so different. People are not used to that. Society's not used to that. We are not used to that. It's like we get information that is going to be utilized in a few years. We don't even know. Like in the spirit world, everyone calls them downloads. For you, the mind is trustworthy. Like, there's something here where you have such a good connection with your mind. The way that you express, the way that you're able to communicate, especially with yourself, is on a different level. It's intuitive. There's something here where it's a knowingness, and it's effortless. It's who you are.
One thing I will say I've been getting really good at is stopping the doubt, where I'll be like, "No, get. Like, enough of that," and then it kind of like dissipates. But before it would like just take over and completely like overshadow and be super loud versus the actual like self.
Yeah, that's it. The inner saboteur, it's a part of the ego. It is there to protect us, and it can go overboard. And so it's like, when we're young, like, we need it. Yes, it's for discernment, but then after a while, it becomes a hindrance. It becomes a block. It becomes a nuisance on your ability to manifest and to create and to take action. And if we don't work on it, we will succumb to it. We will be for everyone else instead of ourselves. So we're going on to the fourth house. So the fourth house is all about family and home. It's all about the childhood home, especially from 0 to 30. It is the family that you were born into. And then after 30, it is the family that you create if you decide to create one. So yours is in Pisces, and you have Mars, and you have your North Node here. So Mars, it's how we utilize our body. It's how we take action. It is how we express anger too. For you, it suggests that the people who make you most angry are your family. Fun. Like, they make you the most pissed. That's it. Done. And Pisces is very emotional. And so it suggests that everyone's a little emotional. Some people they are afraid of confrontation, so they don't know how to speak up or say anything. And it suggests that this could be how you were raised too, is you were a little bit emotional. You didn't know how to express your anger. You didn't know how to express your feelings, your emotion. And it would like, the family would get the brunt of it, for sure. And now... But he's like, yeah, that's right.
On the money.
Queen. And the Mars in Pisces. So this is it. You're very emotional. It's the way that we act. It's right there. It's right on the sleeve, and it's very deep. And so it's very intense. Your cup sometimes is probably overflowing. And your North Node is here. So the North Node is the nodes of the moon. The North Node is something that we need to embody in this lifetime. The South Node is exactly across from it. In this chart that you have, it does not show the South Node symbol. The South Node is where we came from. It's energy that we've utilized in lifetimes, and now this is something that we have come here with. Now in this lifetime, what we need to incorporate, what we need more of, It's just family. And so there's something here where you are going to really create a family. You're going to create a community. You're going to create your own, and it's going to be very tight. Like, it's going to be very intimate. It's going to be like, these are not blood relatives. It can be friends, but it can also be family. If you want kids, it's saying this is what you have come into this world is to create a family. There's something here that you need to embody that more. So it suggests here that we are very much for community, especially our own.
That rings so true. Like the people in my life, like people who I like have close to me are like my all ride or dies. Like that's 100%.
Yeah, good.
I'm loving this, by the way. Like, this is amazing. I hope everybody watching this goes to you, because this is like crazy. The shit that you're saying is like so on the money.
Yeah, it's all right here. Like, it's literally, these are what the planets mean, and this is how it influences you, and this is why and where, and sometimes when. So the fifth house is all about our expression. It's how we express. It's not our ability to, but it's how we express. This is the house of the creative visionary. This is the person who has something to say, sing, write, paint, act, express, create. This is the artist. And so you don't have any planets in here, so nothing's crazy, but it's in Aries. So it suggests here that there's going to be some type of like leader in this industry. You are going to be, like, it's saying that you're going to be pushing forward different things, different within the industry that you get into, within whatever it is. It doesn't even need to be artistic, but if it is, it suggests that it's like Aries is cutthroat, and they go after what they want. They don't even think about it. And so for this, it's your creative talents. There's an expression here that you don't, it's, I'm not thinking about it, I'm being. Aries thinks later or not at all, and decides immediately, instantaneously. There's no thought process. It is instantaneous, like Raven Baxter, and just goes. And so for you, it's your creative expression. So there's something here where it's like, bitch, when you're flowing, it's flowing. Like, there's shit that you have to say, you have to create. And it suggests that for your creative blocks, at least, that it's not that much, that you do find that you can pretty much stay in the flow on a frequent basis. Obviously, yeah, sometimes we can be, have blocks and whatever, less creative, but it suggests here that it's something that's always going to be such a driving force within you. And yes, there is like this element of like, you are a leader in the industry that you're in. Like, there's something here where it's like, whatever you're doing, you're pushing forward ideas and different things in whatever industry that you're in, especially creative.
I love it.
Boom, boom. Oh. Okay, so, so you just had a Jupiter return last year. At 36, you had a Jupiter return. And so the sixth house, moving on to the sixth house in Taurus. So the sixth house is all about our daily routine, our daily rituals, and how we feel of service. For you in the sixth house, every 12 years, you have a huge Jupiter return, and it's going to affect your daily life. It's going to affect your daily schedule, your daily rituals. If something changes, you incorporate more. So at 12, I mean, it's a little generic. We're like, figuring out who we are at school.
Yeah.
But then 24, did anything go down at 24? Anything grow and expand? And then again at 36, grow and expand. Your daily schedules would change, especially because it's in Taurus. This is the home. They like security. They like to be steadfast and root down and very much be grounded in one place. And so it suggests here that it is going to take some work for you to find a daily schedule. It is going to take some work to find some rhythm. It is going to take some work to find your balance between burnout and the other one. Because whatever the other one is, are we ever there? Who knows? But that's it. It's your ability to create without killing yourself.
Anyone who really knows me who's watching this is LOLing right now, because they fucking know this is exactly who I am.
Wow. Yeah, you gotta relax. Oh shit. Oh, here we okay, so this is where we get crazy. So you can obviously cut anything out, because
fine, go for
this
it.
Is okay. So seventh house. The seventh house is all about marriages and partnerships. Our romantic, sexual marriages, partnerships, relationships, boyfriend, girlfriends, all of that. And then so this is where your sun is. This is where your Chiron is. This is where your Mercury is, and this is where your Venus is. It's all in the house of Gemini. Gemini is a roller coaster, so that's it. This is not a fun time for the seventh house, but it is an air sign, so it likes being in air. The sun leads us through life. It's something that we really shine here. There's something that whatever house this is in, it's not what you're like destined for, but it's one of the things that you are you have in line here, that there's something that you really shine here, and this is an element that we should try to infuse more. So for you, it's relationships. Like there's something here where it's like whatever it is, you really shine being in a relationship, and like this is the person that you want as your partner. This is the person as you want as the father of your children. Like this is someone who's very dedicated to the partner that they're with and very intensely passionate about their partner, and like will go to the ends of the earth, like they will die for them. Like it's crazy, the way that you show up.
I'll say this, and once again, going back to like what we talked about like, you know, saying things and being like, I'm talented or I'm good or whatever.
Yeah.
I say this all the time, and I can say this, I am a catch.
Nice. Wow.
Like,
nice.
And I know that sounds so crazy, but I do.
No.
I'm like, I show up, I'm kind, I'm emotionally like, anyway, 100%
Nice.
I'll vouch for what you're saying.
Nice. I'm a good boyfriend, bitch. I know what I'm doing. I'm a good husband. I know what I do. So you have Mercury here as well. So Mercury is how we express. It is the logical mind. It is our ability to express, not just with other people, but with ourselves. It is Cartesian, rapport with people, the way that we build relationships through communication, not just with other people, but with ourselves. So for you, hugely communicative, with especially within relationships. That's always something nice that you want, and it can get a little overboard. It can be a little overboard with wanting so much communication. Like, I want to tell me, give me, yes, I want to speak to you all the time. But that's the thing, is Mercury is ruled by Gemini, and this is home for it. But in the 7th house, too much of anything can be intense. And so for you, especially within relationships, there is going to be something of wanting a little bit too much communication, which I totally get.
You're not telling me anything I don't know.
Yeah, so this is where we have Venus as well. Ooh. So Venus is how we find beauty. It is how we express ourselves through clothing, through love. It's what we love. There's something here that we love it, and it's also the beauty that we carry and how we express that to other people. And so for you, yeah, it being in the 7th house is like, yes, you are a catch, and people know that you're a catch. Like, it's like they can tell, and they're like, oh, whoa, like you bring a lot to the table, especially in a relationship. Like there's something here where it's like, this is the person dedicated to their partner that will do anything and everything. And that can go overboard. It's like, how much of yourself are you willing to sacrifice for someone? How much are you willing to sacrifice of yourself? So this is what might be getting cut out, y'all. This is what might be getting cut out. So, okay. So you have Chiron here, and Chiron is an asteroid. It is the biggest wound that we come into this life with. It can represent past deaths. So it suggests that you were killed by a partner, that your man killed you in a past life, or whoever, if you were straight in a past life, or you could have been a woman and had a man, or a lesbian, whatever you was doing. It was that you were killed by a partner in a past life. Especially because you have all these other planets here, and that's probably why. It's because you probably drove them to madness. But yes, this is this is where we die. And now this is a huge wound that we have to heal in this lifetime. So it suggests for you, but at 50, something crazy will blow up here. And so it suggests in your relationship, if you haven't worked on this wound, then something bad will definitely happen. If you have worked on this wound, it suggests that it doesn't need to be bad, but something will transform the relationship. And if you have healed this wound, then it usually is good. Yeah, 50. And you feel it at like 49 and then 50. That's for you to
interpret.
That's for you to have fun with that. So have you had tumultuous partnerships?
Like all through my 20s, they all ended pretty like not great. And then for the first time, I'm in a relationship now 4 years. Nice. And it's the first time where like it feels like, for the most part, smooth sailing. You know what I mean? Wow. Like it's like, good.
This is a wound, and it's a problem, and it's something that we will spend forever healing. And then if we don't at 50, something crazy goes down. But it could mean that if you are in a relationship when you're 50 and you haven't done the work, then something goes down.
Okay.
So good luck with that. So the 8th house is all about death and endings and closure, completion. The other side, it's spirituality, kind of darker stuff, like taboo, like sexual stuff can be in here, but it's the other side, and it's your connection to the other side, and it's death and ending, closure. So for you don't have anything crazy. You have vertex. Yeah, it's a little crazy. So vertex is kind of like part of fortune, but vertex is more of a gift and a talent that we have, and it will activate in this house. It doesn't exactly say when, but it says where. And so for you, it is the other side. It's your intuition, and it's being connected to the other side. This is a gift and a talent. It says that you are connected to the other side. There's something here where you get messages. It can literally be from loved ones, past loved ones, or you have a connection with death where you know someone's going to go. It can manifest more simple, where it's literally like higher intuition. Like, yeah, being told things, and it feels like it kind of comes from out of nowhere. It's not that it's in someone else's voice, it's in your voice.
It just like pops in
out of nowhere, and it's that spirit being like, yep, there you go, bing, there's a download, boom, here you go. This is a gift and a talent, so you can monetize on this as well. And so it's something that gets infused in everything that you do. It doesn't matter, it doesn't need to be a specific, like you're me, like you're gonna go start reading and start doing whatever. It doesn't need to be that. It's something that is already inadvertently being expressed through whatever you're doing. And so it suggests here that what is being done in the physical plane, there's more to it than what we see. You might not even be aware of it, but it is something that is being cultivated on a spiritual, energetic, emotional level. And it is because of the physical, what you're doing in the physical.
Interesting. That's like an interesting, because I'm like, what would that even be? But
and that's it. It's something. It's inadvertent. It's something that's being expressed through you, and it's through your intuition. It's through spirituality and energy. It's something that we're not going out of our way to do. It's something happening to you. So the ninth house is all about big life journeys. It's a couple different things. So physical travel, like literal travel, vacations, traveling countries, different towns, cities, quite literal travel. We will be known. If there is a stage, we are performing on it. If there is a summit, we have a chair on the panel. If there is some type of performance, we are involved. This will manifest itself for you to be known. Like you will be known. People will know you. And so that's what's fun, because people are seeing, people are watching, people are taking notice, and the world is saying, are you prepared? Are you prepared to be seen in such a way? I think about it all the time, because like before, when I was younger, I used to want fame a lot, and it was just for fame. Like it was just so for the sake, and it was just so and then you really break all that down.
You're young.
Yeah, it's like, well, hello,
right?
It's money and like, ooh, popularity, and like I'm cool, and then you break out of all that, and then you realize like, okay, would I even be comfortable being seen by a million people? Like, would that even be a thing? Like,
once again, going back to what we talked about on the podcast, you know, if you're watching this, go check out Gordon's interview. To me, it's what's the purpose? What's your why? I think that's the thing that is like what will elevate it, because then it's like you're not just trying to be famous. Like you're actually like, there's a reason that people are connecting with what you are putting out there, right?
Yeah, exactly. You have something to say, you have something to create. It's like it needs to shift from wanting people to see it and just wanting to create it. It's like, if you would do it for free, come on, this is what you can monetize on, what you would do for free, and you need to. So moving on to the 10th house. So the 10th house is all about career and public life. It is also legacy, what we leave behind. For you, it's in Virgo. So the 10th house is being seen, and Virgo will only be seen with everything is prim and proper, the I's are dotted, the T's are crossed, everything is aligned in a certain way, and I'm only showing you my perfection. I'm only showing you me in a certain light, because you will not see me in any other light, because I am perfect all the time. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm never messy. I am pristine. This is about being seen on a level that is just by anybody, and it's more than just surface level, especially when you have Virgo, who only wants to show you their perfection. So that's going to be a huge struggle that you're going to have to overcome, is being seen while being a mess, and being seen where everything's not fully done yet. You don't have to be perfect. He's like, deep breath. I'm gonna take a deep breath.
No, it's not even that. It's like, okay, so like, not to get too deep into it, but like a big thing that I had to get over, especially putting this out, was looking perfect. Like I was like, okay, I want it to look polished as possible, and then I was like, at least I'll get something out there and evolve it as I go.
Exactly.
Which has been good. But the other side of it is, you know, we live in a crazy world where everybody wants to jump on people for nothing, and like,
true,
you know what I mean? And so like, there's that thing of, Like being seen and being perceived in a way, like we said before, where it's like, yeah, if I was to meet you on the street and you had something to say about me, I wouldn't give a but if
Right.
like you're being bombarded with a bunch of shit from people who are like talking up their ass, it's like
Yeah.
that fear is there. But at the same time, like I have if I ground myself and I'm like, who gives a you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know I'm not putting bad into the world, but what you're saying rings very true.
Yeah. And then so that's going to be a really big thing for you, especially because you have Black Moon Lilith here. And Black Moon Lilith is the furthest orbital point of the moon from the Earth when you were born, and it's in
Okay.
the 10th house. It represents a really big craving that we have, something that we desire. We desire this so much, and we will go after this. This is something that we will try to strive very much for. And so for you, it's career. There's something business, like it's huge. Like I am, and then also being seen. So it's like there's a huge juxtaposition between these signs, between the Black Moon Lilith and the Virgo, because Virgo is very perfect.
Mm-hmm.
And the 10th house, like you can't control other people's what they see of you. Like I
Yeah.
mean, it's like we can't control what the TMZ is going to be putting out. I mean, now the laws are getting better, sure, but
Yeah.
it's literally like they are in your face. It's 2007 and you're Britney Spears. You can't control it. It's like sure
Where are
you
my
can.
panties?
You I mean you can only control the way that you react and the way that you act. And so it's
Hmm.
saying that is something that we're going to really have to overcome in this lifetime, is being seen perfectly. and
Yeah.
and also business wise, for things to be so clean and clear, it's saying it's going to be a little messy, and you're going to have to adapt, you're going to have to evolve and shift with it, because it's not, otherwise, yeah, you're going to succumb.
100%. I mean, that's literally been the last 10 years of my life. It's been a lot of like trial and error because I'm like,
Shit.
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm trying to do this on my own
Yeah.
and, got me here. So,
So the 11th house is all about friendships and community. It can be very intimate, but they're not sexual. So like the 7th house is marriages, partnerships, sexual. This is the same thing, just not sexual. They can be very
mhm.
intimate, very close, but it's in Libra. So it suggests here that there is a really big element of fairness and justice, especially within community, that we treat everyone the same, we can get along
Yes.
with all walks of life, we talk the same way to the custodian as we do the CEO. It's very much everyone is
Yeah.
fairly treated, and also we do expect the same in return.
100%.
Moving on to the 12th house, this is where we get fun and crazy as well. This might get cut out too, because Pluto is insane, and when it's in Scorpio, it's the worst of it. It's the worst. And it's in the 12th house,
What
so
does it explain?
it means you're crazy. It means you are absolutely crazy. Like people might not realize how much darkness you weather and how
Hmm.
much your depth is with that. The 12th house is all about the unknown. It is all about the darkness. It's all about the deeper psychological human nature. Like everything that I just said about Scorpio, the 12th house, that's Pluto as well. And so it's
Okay.
another double whammy of like, oh, there's darkness in one of the houses is darkness. Okay, that's the 12th house. Well, one of the planets is darkness, and that's Pluto. Okay, let's put the darkness together. Let's just have
Hmm.
the dark play together. Yeah, that's smart. Who the decided to do that? There's huge power to be reclaimed here, but this is also a very big problem. So it suggests here, and then this is where it might get cut out. There's a few different things that can manifest here. This could be addiction, drugs, overdose. And so for you, it being in the 12th house, there's something that you might be reluctant to your darkness. There might be something that you resist and you fight against the depths because it's hard to handle. And when you do go through those bouts of like intense psychological contemplation, it suggests that it's hard, and so you don't know how to fix it. Like you don't know how to get out of it.
Hmm.
It's miracles that you're able to like come out of that and like get out of that. And then so has there been like anything crazy with drugs?
I mean, yeah, like when I was living in Toronto, I went through a rough patch in my 20s where
Shit.
I hated my life
Yeah,
and I was
escapism.
escapism. And I was like, I worked hard, I played harder. It was very much that. And
See.
the reason I came home to Windsor, partially anyway, was because I was like, I need to pull myself out of the situation I'm in
Wow.
because if I don't, I won't achieve what I envision for myself. And best decision I ever made. Thank you, Mom, for taking me in for the time being when I
Nice.
came home. What you're saying rings true, but like definitely a past thing. I'm sober now, so like to me, it's like I
Wow.
don't know, definitely a shift.
Nice. See, that's good. Pluto is hard. Pluto is hard. And then Pluto in Scorpio is even harder. And then Pluto in Scorpio in the 12th house is the worst of it. Like, it's the worst of it. And so that's really good. That's really good that you've navigated that and that you have
Mhm.
overcome these challenges and that you have really worked on yourself. Yeah, like, it does come down to self-esteem. It comes down to confidence, and it comes down to what
100%.
you want for yourself. If you are willing to demand more of yourself, and it suggests that you are willing
Mhm.
to go for it.
Mhm. Absolutely.
So, any questions about that?
So, okay, so when you look at people's charts, you just did mine, which honestly, once again, anyone watching, go hit up Gordon. This is crazy. Like you read me like an open book. Like
Yeah,
it's so wild. You like nailed it. And so when you do this, like when you are working with a client or whoever,
yeah,
at the end when it's like, you said all this and you're like, okay, like, do you have any questions? Like for you, if you were to like sum up what you read in
yeah.
the last hour, how would you summarize that?
For you, it is self-esteem. It is your own, the trust that you have in yourself. It's not easy to establish, and it's saying that this is going to be a really big challenge for you to really overcome, and it suggests that you have what it takes to be able to do that. So, like,
Mhm.
your biggest lessons in life, it's going to be from security. It's going to be from your personal security. It's going to be from the way that you feel secure in yourself. It's going to be the way that you feel secure in every facet of life: financial, emotional, everything. How you find security in every facet, this is going to be a really big challenge for you.
Okay.
And then also, yes, your creative abilities. There's something here where you do need to utilize that more. And then you're going to be known. Like, there's something, yeah, like, you're going to be known. And, well, that Pluto's crazy. I mean, there's so many things, but it says that you're on the right track. Like, it says that you've been doing it.
All right. I mean, like all the things you're saying like really resonate with me, and I'm like, it's like on the money. Like I know I said it like 100 times over, but like
Yeah.
you are like fully, you're the real deal. Like when you called me a few months ago and you're like, hey, like I want to be part of it, and I would love to do your chart, whatever. And I'll,
Yeah.
like I'm open. Like I'm very much an open person. I don't ever think that like the woo woo is like up my alley, as you've obviously seen.
Yeah.
And so now after this, I'm like, this, you said like we'll be known. I'm like, this has to go out to the world. I want to, grow the audience. I'm like, this is the thing that I'm like, you need to do this on a regular basis and help
Right.
people figure out what they're doing.
I do. I love reading birth charts. I literally, this is,
I could tell.
I like it a little more than tarot. I love tarot, but astrology is so.
I love it. Thank you. This has been very illuminating. Also, just to discuss, pathways and life paths and these things that, like I said, once again, I'm referencing the main show. A lot of the things that I had talked about, where I'm like, I feel if I do the Google Earth and I look at, and feel what feels right in the pathways or the path that I'm on, you brought a lot of that up for me, and so. Anyway, this has been a great experience. I'm absolutely like
Nice.
loving this. So to anybody watching, if they want to connect with you to get a reading, like where can they find you?
Yeah, so I'm at Wolf and Rebel every Wednesday. That's here in Windsor. It's on Seminole and Drouillard. It's a little matcha cafe. There's a sushi place inside. There's a tattoo studio inside. And I'm also online. I do online sessions as well. You can find me on calendly.com. It's my booking site. It's the link in my bio on my Instagram
Mhm.
at GQ Tarot. Yeah.
Well, thank you, Gordon. This has been amazing. I've honestly loved spending the last 2 hours with you.
Yeah.
To anybody who hasn't seen our interview on the main feed, go to Graphic Content Podcast and you can check out our full interview. And I guess this is the first episode of Gio Gets. I don't know, working title. We'll see if
Yeah.
it sticks. But otherwise, thank you so much. Please like, comment, subscribe. I'm on all the other socials, Instagram, everything. I should plug that better, but whatever. It's late.
Yeah.
But Gordon, thank you so much. I appreciate you taking the time to do this, and we'll talk soon.
No, thank you for giving me this opportunity. And I had such a great time spending time with you for the last few hours. And
Yes,
I hope we do it again. And then with tarot too. We're going to incorporate that next time.
I would love that. Thank you.
Sweet.
Okay, good night. Bye.